Stop wasting hours trying to master new skills the hard way. Because here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more discipline. You need a lazy method. Yes, lazy. And it helped me learn skills 10 times faster than I ever thought possible. Sounds crazy? Stick with me. Because if you've ever felt stuck, unmotivated, or frustrated by slow progress, this will flip the way you approach learning forever. We live in a world where everything demands our attention. Notifications, deadlines, endless scrolling, and when you finally sit down to learn something new, guitar, coding, a language, even public speaking, your brain is already fried. So what happens? You burn out, you give up, and you assume you're not talented enough. Here's the truth no one tells you. Talent is massively overrated. What actually matters is how you structure your effort. And that's where the lazy method comes in. The lazy method is simple. Break your learning into ridiculously small, almost laughable steps. Too small to fail. If you want to learn guitar, don't start with a song. Start with strumming for 2 minutes. If you want to learn Spanish, don't aim for an hour of study. Learn one phrase you can actually use today. Why does this work? Because your brain loves progress, not pressure. When the steps are small, you trick your brain into showing up again and again, and repetition builds skill faster than marathon sessions ever will. Here's how I used it. First, I picked one micro skill, not the whole skill, just the tiniest chunk. For public speaking, it wasn't deliver a perfect TED Talk. It was literally practicing a single introduction line in the mirror. That's it. Second, I created triggers. I attached that practice to something I already do, like brushing my teeth or making coffee. Third, I celebrated small wins. 2 minutes felt like nothing, but stacked over days, it became unstoppable momentum. This method is lazy because it demands almost no willpower. You're not grinding for hours, you're sneaking progress into your day. And because it's so easy, you actually stick to it. That's the secret. Not talent, not motivation, just small, consistent actions that compound over time. Think about it. Every expert you admire, athletes, entrepreneurs, creators, they didn't get there overnight. They used consistency as their weapon. The only difference is, most of them never explain how small their first steps really were. Now, here's where curiosity kicks in. Imagine if you applied this method to every skill you've been putting off. That language you want to speak, that instrument collecting dust, that business idea sitting in your notes. In 1 year, you'd look back and realize you've done more than most people do in a decade. So the question isn't, can I learn this? The real question is, am I willing to start so small it feels stupid? Because that's the doorway to 10x faster learning. Let me leave you with a challenge. Today, pick one skill you've been dreaming about and break it down into the smallest possible step. Then do it for just 2 minutes. Not tomorrow, today. And watch how the momentum builds. If this hit home, don't just click away. Subscribe because I'm sharing more methods to rewire your brain, boost your focus, and finally create the life you've been putting off. And if you found this valuable, drop a comment telling me the skill you're starting with. I want to hear it, because here's the truth, lazy is the new smart. And once you master the lazy method, no skill is out of reach.